Hello and welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. Today I'm doing not a Masochist challenge. I hate the Masochist challenge. I have lots of problems with it. We're going to be doing some variation of it, but I'm going to be changing all the rules as we go. So firstly, I am going to be using both starter decks. So first you get the generic starter deck when starting the game, and we get to pick one of three starter decks. I have chosen the Synchro deck, and I have put together a deck for us to play with. This is my basic deck to start the game. Pretty much has all the extra deck monsters that were already available, and I took the best cards available in what was there to play with. So we're going to go into Ranked, and similar to the Masochist series, we will be getting packs for wins, but we will also be getting packs for losses. This series will also include ways to do crafts, ways to get starter decks, structure decks, and utilize solo mode, access the dual pass. I'll be doing everything as things come up. I'm not going to get into them all right away. Just in case you're new here, my name is Benji. I have a channel here. It's got like 9,000 subscribers. I do a lot of ruling related content, and I want something I can do on a more regular basis. So I'm going to do this little not the Masochist challenge. I actually want to call it the Masochist Destroyer challenge because I intend to be in the same general vicinity of the Masochists that are playing on the rank ladder, but destroying them because my deck will be better because my series is going to let me upgrade faster. Unfair. Anyways, so let's go to Ranked and see what we can do with our first Yu-Gi-Oh deck. So we will be entering Rookie 2 with the basic starter deck that we'll be playing. Oh, we're set for the starter deck. We're going to change decks to version 1.0. Once again, just so everyone can see what we have two Crowned by the World Chalice because it's level 2, which works with the Junk Synchron. I've got 3 Toon Warrior to special a tuner out of the deck with Unexpected Die, 3 copies of Beckon to the World Chalice because it's our strongest beater, 2 Shield Wing because it can survive to give us opportunities to make Synchro Summons, 2 Junk Synchron, 3 Leotar, so when this battles a non-normal monster, it gains 500 attack, so this is effectively a 2,000 attack monster. I put in all the destruction cards we have for now, so that's 2 Smashing Ground, 2 Shield Crush, on 3 Unexpected Die because we play a lot of vanillas, so they're going to be coming out of the deck. We're on 2 Shard of Greed, which is effectively Pot of Greed if the format's slow enough. We've got 3 Mystical Space Typhoon because I don't want us to just have to auto-scoop to a Floodgate in the first couple games we play. I got 3 copies of Half Shut. It says target 1 face-up monster on the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Also, its attack is halved until the end of this turn. I could just play another monster, or I could just make sure the monsters I stick to the field survive. So this is what we're doing. 2 more Dust Tornadoes, 2 Skill Successor to get over bigger monsters. We are on 2 Memory of an Adversary, which is a battle trick when our opponent's monster declares an attack. We can take damage equal to the attacking monster's attack, and if we do, we can banish their monster, and then during the end phase of our opponent's next turn, we can special summon it to our side of the field. Solid battle trick, and we have 2 Ballista Squad. We can tribute a monster to target a card on the field and destroy it. That can get monsters over back row and call the Haunted to get our monsters back in play. We will be playing Junk Warrior, which requires Junk Synchron. We have a Flammville monster. It's a level 6 Synchro, which we can go into with Beckon and a level... what was it? Do I have a level 3 monster? I think I need a level 3 non-tuner, but we'll add them in later. I got Turbo Warrior, which requires Turbo Synchron just because it came with the deck. Mighty Warrior. It's level 6 we can get into. I guess I didn't plan out my levels for my tuners yet, but we'll get more cards and we'll have more choices to make as time goes on. So this is the deck. We'll play our first game and we will see what happens. Now, usually the way people have been playing Masochist series is that any legacy tickets you get, and that's fine. And so we'll be doing that as well. If we win, we will have the option of getting a secret pack if there is one opened for us by our master packs. If we lose, we will also be getting a master pack. Normally the standard Masochist series does not get packs for losses, but we will be trying to have our deck change much more quickly to move the series along rather than get stuck on the same starter deck for episode after episode. So that is the big difference here. If I just scoop because it's not worth playing the game, I will not be taking a pack, but I have to at least make an effort and just like have technically lost. So if I actually lose, then we will get a pack. So our opponent won the dice roll. They are going first. They have a field, they have sleeves, and they have a mate. Their deck is probably too good for us, so we'll probably officially lose. Like, I don't have enough evidence to just scoop it up and not play. So this game was probably going to go to an actual loss. All right, currently we don't have a way to defeat their monster. We'll try to get over it shortly. Target 1 face of monster in the field. It cannot be destroyed by battle this turn. Its attack is halved. So odds are we will be starting with Beckon of the World Chalice. So that we have a monster on the field. We'll be setting our Half Shut to make sure our monster lives, and our Skill Successor to get an attack boost on the next turn. So if they try to attack with something smaller, we'll use a Skill Successor to boost our attack. We might use it anyway, because the Graveyard effect of Skill Successor gives a higher attack boost than the on-field. It gives 800 and can only be used on our turn when we're declaring an attack. So they are forcing out our play, I want to stack this in a way where we get the most value out of it. So we're going to be using both. So this is going to have our attack after it gets boosted. So this can boost our attack and then we can boost it. So we're going to use Skill Successor Chain Link 1 on Beckoned, and then we will chain Half Shut so that we'll get halved to 900, then we'll get a 400 boost. That'll put us at 1300. We'll take the least damage we can, and our monster can't be destroyed by battle. So we'll have it to stick on the field for next turn. And then it'll be 1800 plus 800, which will be 2600, which is higher than Dark Magician. So we'll actually really do some damage. All right, so we took 1200. They could always have like Apprentice Illusion Magician and we'll just take damage when we attack. There's nothing we can really do about that. All right, so we've drawn Toon Warrior, which doesn't do anything here. We can't make any extra deck monsters, really. We can make a Link. I'm not sure if it makes sense to. But we want to start moving in the direction of getting cards on the field. So I'm going to keep the Beckon in case we need a high attack monster for later. We're going to go for the battle phase, and we're going to use a Skill Successor in the damage step. It can only be used in the start step or before damage calculation. So start of damage step, we'll wait for before damage calc, because it's a quick effect that modifies attack and defense. We'll be boosting Beckoned. We'll attack over Dark Magician for 100 damage, and we'll get in with Toon Warrior. And we'll just pass because our cards are dead for the most part. We can't really like summon much more. If we get a third monster, we can get into Gaia, and then Gaia is just bigger than all their monsters. Hopefully they don't just destroy our monsters with Raigeki, because if you're playing in early ranked mode, you get it in solo mode. So we actually are going to be playing solo in this series, but it'll probably be separate. There are starter decks and things to earn in solo mode. This card's big. Alrighty, hopefully it doesn't fusion. Well, never mind. So we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So odds are we'll be getting our first loss in our first pack shortly. We're also going to be earning daily missions, which are normally ignored by most Masochist series, but we're going to be trying to build up as many cards and packs and gems as we can in order to progress through the series. What monster do we have that could potentially get somewhere? Okay, so they're going to stack their deck and then draw at least one card. They have Dark Magician engraved, so that's one draw off of Soul Servant, because Dark Magician of the Dragon Knight is Dark Magician on the field. So they're going to put Souls. So they're putting Illusion of Chaos on top of the deck, so they're going to draw Illusion of Chaos. That way they can summon it and then maybe draw a card. Well, they're not going to summon Illusion of Chaos. They're going to use its effect, probably get Rod, and then probably get Circle or Eternal Soul. At that point, we probably officially lost the duel. But if they don't have Eternal Soul, then Circle is not as brutal. But if they go for Circle and then they get Eternal Soul off of Circle, that'll be the worst case scenario. Also, most of our Spell and Trap Destruction targets, which is also a problem. We don't really have a way we can deal with that. Do any of our cards in our extra deck deal with spells and traps? I don't believe so. Let's see. Junk Warrior looks like it can be the biggest monster we can get, but it's not going to be good against an unaffected monster. So we'll make a little bit more. That would have been useful a little bit earlier. Actually, I don't think we ever had a point where it would have been playable here. There's a chance that they send their own. Let's just set this also to protect it. Maybe to like bait out which card's which. There's a chance that they send their own Dark Magician of the Dragon Knight to the graveyard, in which case we can resolve MST on the Eternal Soul so that they don't get anything out of it. I suspect they're going to summon Dark Magician right now, and then that's going to summon Dark Magician Girl, because it looks like it's more like anime-like deck, because they are playing Dark Magic Attack, which I wouldn't say most people play. So there's Dark Magician, which means this is probably going to summon Girl. That actually is a pretty good move. So they're going to summon a Spellcaster, and then, because it's during my turn, they can use the effect of Rod. Rod's probably going to search Circle, and they'll probably keep Dark Magician Dragon Knight on the field. And if they do, we can just scoop. So at least we have a play, so we're going to make an attempt to defeat them through this play. Currently, we can MST our own Shield Crush, which is why it's giving us the option to do so. If we had a level 2 in the graveyard, we could have brought it back with Junk Synchron and went into Junk Warrior, who gains attack equal to the total attack of all level 2 monsters we currently control, which is not much. Alright, so we can't MST this. And now that they have Dark Magician in graveyard, we are actually not going to be able to clear this. Alright, so Rod grab Circle, and Circle grab Soul Servant. Yeah, we are pretty much dead. I could comfortably scoop, but at the same time, if I allow this game to go to a loss, I may get additional legacy tickets for having played more cards. We also might meet our dailies faster, because I'll have done maybe 2 normal summons or 3 normal summons. So currently I have normal 2 monsters and set a monster. I'm not sure if that counts as a normal summon for the context of Master Duel. It's so rare that I would set a monster that it would ever be noticed. Alright, so Timaeus is sending a Spellcaster to summon itself. Haven't really read Timaeus too much. Or a spell trap that mentions Dark Magician from your hand or field of the graveyard. Again, I can't stop that. Again, I'm still in a position where it is possible for them to screw up. And they don't seem to be playing Dark Magician Girl because they didn't summon it off of Magician Salvation when they summoned Dark Magician. Alright, so there's Dark Magician, which means that Circle can banish a card on the field. Will they get our middle set, our side set? Or monster. Okay, so they're going for game, so I'm going to let them get game. That way we get a little bit more rewards out of this. Some of the Masochist series are actually... Oh, they got a few... Some of the Masochist series are making efforts to scoop before they lose so that they don't get any free packs, but I want our deck to keep improving as fast as possible. So if we lose, we will get a master pack. If we win, we will have the option to get a secret pack, but the card in our secret pack, we'll have the option of getting secret packs, but they have to be opened by the master packs already. So if we pull a super that opens a secret pack, we can then do that when we win. They're doing a little bit of bad manners because they do have game on board, but at the same time, there's always a chance I had a card that actually made a difference, so they are making some effort to play around it. So that should be 85 on board. And I only have 56, so I was dead to the 2 Dark Magician, the Dragon Knights. And the reason we couldn't do anything is because this card says we can't target our opponent's... We can't target their spell or trap cards with card effects, which is what we have, and they can't be destroyed even if we could target them. So we need a card that would out it without destroying it or targeting it. So that's our first loss. Let's see what we can do with our first Master Pack. We're also going to be collecting gems and craft points from the Battle Pass, and we'll be using those in the series as well. Obviously, gems will be for buying packs, but the craft points, the system is going to be if I win a duel, I will have the option of doing one of 2 things. Opening a already open secret pack, or crafting a card if I have craft points. Now, the only way for me to get in craft points is going to be from random duels. You get, like, craft points every once in a while. I'll get them from the Battle Pass. And the only way I'll be allowed to dismantle a card is if I have more than 3 copies of a particular card in my collection already. So once I get a 4th copy of Beckon of the World Chalice, assuming it's a dismantleable card, I'd be able to dismantle that 4th copy to get craft points. If I pull a glossy, it won't count in the sense because the normal ones, there have to be 3 of them and a 4th normal to dismantle. If I pull a glossy, then I have to pull 3 glossies and a 4th glossy to dismantle. There'll be rules for royal rares as well, but we're not up to that yet. Oh look, we lost and we've ranked up. We're less of a rookie. We're getting 300 gems. This is going to make sure the series just keeps progressing. Oh yes, I did the first part of the academic exam, which was to name Raigeki, name Red Eyes Black Dragon, and something about Element Sabers I didn't know. And then the practical exam was to play 1 duel. So we played 1 duel, so we'll be getting 5 legacy tickets. And we didn't get anything for losing, so scooping early could have been useful, but we did build up our duel score. You get nothing if you scoop early. So let's move along here. So in their next duel will be in Bronze 5. Let's take a look at anything we've collected. We have 6 missions complete. We completed 6 lifetime missions. So what are they? We've activated an effect of a card in the graveyard. That was our skill successor. Our opponent's monsters were destroyed by battle. We did that twice. We activated a trap card. We activated a spell card. Oops, I clicked it, so I collected it. We normal summoned a monster, and we dueled and ranked. So I'll always be collecting just about everything. These are our daily missions so far. I did log in yesterday just to clear all the notifications, so there are 6 missions here. We have normal summon, win a duel, duel in solo, destroy a card, ritual, synchro or Xyz, or special summon a monster. So we always have to do this pretty much I'm going to log in every day and play a duel or 2, and then that'll add to the pool of gems we have. Also, the slight level of masochism here is I'm going to be incentivized to continue to play if I already have a secret pack open. Because if I have a secret pack open, it only lasts for 24 hours, so I'm going to be incentivized to continue to play in order to get more packs from that secret pack until it closes. Let's collect our legacy tickets from the practical exam. We'll move on to the next practical exam. I'll answer these questions later. I'm actually in a small rush today. So let's get our first set of packs. Whoops, not duel. Let's go to the shop. So we're going to packs and we're going to collect our first. Now there are several secret packs already open at the moment. We're not going to be collecting these yet. I will collect these on a win, these free packs, but in general I'm going to only be getting the secret pack from something I opened with a master pack. So currently we can't open these. Since we lost, we're going to be opening the legacy tickets, then we're going to get a master pack. So we have 5 legacy tickets. We're going to open all 5. I am not in the mood to open them 1 card at a time, so we'll be skipping. We have pulled Berserker Soul, which is garbage. We have Master Monk, which requires us to tribute a Monk Fighter, which is garbage. We have a S-Force Sowell. This card is special summon. You can target 1 S-Force monster in your graveyard, except last Powell and special summon it. You can banish 1 S-Force from your hand to destroy all of our opponent's monsters in the same column, and that's it. The card's decent compared to things we have. Trap a Board Eraser. When an effect inflicts damage to your life points, you can negate that damage to your life points, and then select 1 card in your opponent's hand, and they discard it. White Potent. Cannot be destroyed by battle while I control a tuner. I guess there's a chance I play this. If a tuner you control will be destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, inflict 500 to your opponent. Probably not. Icebreaker. If this card is sent to the graveyard as a synchro monster, as a synchro material monster, inflict 2,000 damage to the player that synchro summoned. That's not good. And the synchro monster that used this card as a synchro material gains 2,000 attack until the end phase. Could be useful. It is only 1,000 attack and defense, which is its big weakness here. Steel Swarm Scout. If you control no spell or trap cards, you can special summon this card from your graveyard. At the start of the main phase, you can't special summon monsters. Turn we activate this while this card is face up on the field. It cannot be tribute except for Steel Swarms. This is straight garbage. If I had literally nothing, it could be just something to have in play to be a blocker, but if I'm in that position, I'm probably losing the game anyway. Ansatsu is one of the original level 5 monsters from the starter deck. Mighty Guard, just a generic vanilla. Updraft deals with fog counters. We'll probably never be playing a fog counter. And let's get our first Master Pack. Master Pack. Normal Pack. Master Pack. Master Pack number 1. I'll open these one at a time. They're a little more interesting. It's just 2 cards per pack in the Legacy packs. I don't really want to open them that way. So we have Summit, which would require Sword Souls or Worms. I'm not familiar with this one. Target one permanent planet, Rakephobia you control or in the graveyard and return it to your hand. Then if you control Visa Starfrost, you can change one face-up monster your opponent controls to face down defense position. If 3 or more defense position monsters are on the field, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add 1 Scareclaw from your graveyard to your hand. Needs a lot of Scareclaw stuff. Maybe we'll open the secret pack at some point. Alright, let's see what else we got. Common Soul. Select 1 face-up monster on the field. Activate this to activate this card. Special summon 1 Neo-Spatian monster to the same side from your hand to the same side of the field as a selected monster. Not something we can use right now anyway. Frost Blast. Oops, didn't mean to open all those. Currently, we have picked up a Sun Dragon we can't play because we don't have Fire Ant a caster. And we picked up a Mannequin Cat, which we don't play enough level 2s to play. So, alright, that's that. Let us upgrade our deck with our additional Mannequin Cat, because we could potentially summon it. So I'm going to sort by newest order obtained, so this is our newest card. We'll add that. I want to have the ability to make our level 6. I want the ability to summon our level 6 Synchro Monster, Flamvel, so I need a level 3 in the deck. Do I need this many tuners? I'm just looking at the level 3 monsters available at the moment. There aren't a lot. Shy Knight. Well, this card is level 4 while face up in defense position. Let's replace 1 Toon Warrior with 1 Chosen, so we have the option of summoning either level 3 from the deck with Unexpected Die. And do we have access to Colossal Fighter? There are some level 5s in here that we had already. Or was it? Not worth playing. Okay, Frost Blast. If we control a Monarch, we can do stuff. We don't control Monarchs. Alright, so let us save our deck. Minor change made. And we'll play our second game on the rank ladder. Update the deck's name to 1.1 over such a small change. Hopefully we will win, and, well, if we win, not much happens currently, just because we still don't have a secret pack open. We will take the free packs from those packs before they go away, but that's about it. They could determine what direction we go. Alright, so we maybe... we still can't Synchro Summon because we don't have a 7 in our deck currently. I have to control no monsters to use Unexpected Die, so I'm just going to... I could just summon it just to get the monster out of my deck. Our opponent looks like they might be on starter deck stuff as well. So, I believe since we only have 1 monster, we can afford to pass turn and just summon both monsters during the next turn. If I draw another monster for turn, then I'll have made a mistake. And the reason I'm setting Call of the Haunted with no monsters in the graveyard is because if I do like start off by starting my next turn and then it eventually makes a Synchro Summon, I'll have a monster in grave to revive. If I don't set a trap card, I can't activate it. Alright, so odds are we're just going to lose to Blue Eyes. So Dictator of D milled 1 in order to summon itself, and then he's discarding Blue Eyes to summon Blue Eyes. We don't currently have a monster that can get over a Blue Eyes White Dragon. We also have to attack it, because they can choose their attack targets. They discarded Blue Eyes Thick Thigh Dragon, and are adding Jet Dragon. If a card gets destroyed, they'll be able to summon it. They only add 1 card. Melody can add 2 cards, so the fact that they chose 1 tells me that they don't know what they're doing. They gave their monster 1,000. If they could summon another dragon and didn't, then that's an odd decision. Currently, I don't think we'll be able to get over a Jet Dragon. And Synchros are also just going to get bounced by Jet Dragon. And currently we have to attack into whoever he tells us to attack into. Gains attack equal to total of all level 2 monsters I currently control. I won't control any level 2 monsters when I summon Junk Warrior, which is why this is not good. Nitro Warrior requires Nitro Synchron, which we don't have. I could do a 5 and then bring back another, bring back a 3. I can get us up to Colossal Fighter, I think. So I'm going to summon a 2 from the deck. So we're going to summon Crowned. I'm going to summon Junk Synchron. Going to Junk Warrior. Again, all this is silly. We're just getting some of our dailies out of the way. We can bring back Junk Warrior. We can go into Colossal Fighter. Can I call you back in like 1 minute? Alright, bye. Alright, so we're going to make Colossal Fighter. And the reason I'm doing this is if it's destroyed by battle, I can summon a warrior in the graveyard. And I'm going to try and like scare him into making me attack the Dictator, because he's going to... Maybe he'll read that as... He gets to choose my attack target, so maybe he'll read this, it would be destroyed. I guess not. Since he didn't fall for that, I'm actually getting a phone call, and we'll have to cut this duel short. So I'm going to scoop here. I do believe we're in an unwinnable game state, so I will take the Master Pack from this. And then I'll have to make my phone call. Alright, so because I surrendered, I didn't get any points. So we're going to grab a Master Pack. So let's see what we get. One twin-headed Thunder Dragon, which could be good if we could pull a bunch of Thunder Dragons. Scramble, scramble, something to do with Mecha Phantom Beasts. Not very good. We pulled a Go 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 Goliath, which opens our first secret pack. We have Resonator Command. Discard a Resonator to add a level 4 lower fiend from your deck to your hand. Interesting. Infernoble Knight Stulfo. Banish a Fire Warrior to special summon this card. You can make this card's level become the level of that banished monster. You can banish this card from graveyard to special summon this card in 2 turns. This might be worth playing just because it's like a monster that becomes another monster. Hades, negate the effects of monsters destroyed by this card. Requires Plague Spreader, which we don't have yet. Air Hummingbird is a solid card early game, like right now where we are. And Ignis Heat is probably the best card we can have for now. It's a solid beater. Alrighty. Cool. And we opened Onomata Pair Up. So, again, I didn't win, so I don't get to open a secret pack, but if I did go to open a secret pack now, we have access to the Onomata Pair Up pack. And just to see what's in it, to see if it's going to influence me to continue playing more and more and more, what's in here? Cowboy, which is not great, but it's something. Gaga Magician. There's a lot of like rank 4 stuff, which could be like a good starter pack. Alright, so that's something we can do. Alright, ooh, we've completed a mission. Probably normal summoning. Oh, one of those lifetime missions. Let us see what it was. We've now found a secret pack. We're going to do that many more times. Alright, so let's play like one more game in ranked and see if we can win our first game. So we're 0-2. Oh, I forgot to update the deck. So next game we'll definitely be putting in Ignis Heat, just because it's a big tribute summon. We can definitely tribute it over like Shard of Greed. Not that we really don't want to draw 2 cards, but it would be something. Alright, so we have Removal, we have Revival, we have Protection. Our opponent's on 4-card extra deck. Odds are they are worse than we are. But we still don't have anything proactive, because we don't have like a monster actually inflict damage. And it looks like they might disconnect, and we might get our first free win. I will be taking free wins, but I will not be taking free losses. So if we win here, we'll be able to get one card from the secret pack. So they set a monster, and we have nothing to pressure it. Okay, so our monster that already can't be destroyed by battle will be unable to be destroyed by battle a lot. So we're just going to set some cards. And I don't need to set Half Shut specifically because our monster already can't be destroyed by battle, so making it unable to be destroyed by battle doesn't seem like it's going to be a productive use of our cards. We might as well keep something in hand. If we need to get a monster back, at least Call the Haunted is already set. And Memory can stop them if they do anything too crazy. And can get us our first monster of the game that actually does something. If they summon 3 monsters, then I'll have made a mistake by not setting Half Shut. A Nordic Beast Gulin Burst. For Synchro Summon, you can substitute for any Nordic tuner. Okay. This might be a Masochist. They are playing a Mermail, a Bismander, and a Nordic. Now, that is a tuner. Random level 7 Mayakashi. Alright, well, that's our first monster we'll be using our Memories of the Adversary on. So we'll be taking that monster in their end phase, I believe it was. During the end phase of our opponent's next turn, we'll special summon it to our field. Alright, we're getting nowhere slowly. We're going to set cards just to make sure that we're getting somewhere. I'm going to still hold Half Shot. If they actually did summon 3 monsters, then... Or if they had those 2 monsters and then try to summon a third, then the Half Shot might have been necessary, but I don't think I need to do that now for Half Shot. So the Mayakashi has to be special from the graveyard, I believe, to do its effect, which is destroy a spell or trap card. This is probably like a real Masochist. That's why they only have like 4 cards in the extra deck. Alright. Kawaki Mirror Tornado. Okay, this is not one that destroys itself. And they need the Iron Core to destroy all special summon monsters we control. Currently, we don't have any special summon monsters, so this card doesn't currently do anything. Most Kawaki Mirrors destroy themselves if they don't reveal a card at the end phase. And it's a maintenance cost. Well, at least the rock ones do. Alright, so we will get back our monster, and then their monster, and we'll start running over their cards. I may not have put enough monsters in this deck, so I will be adding more. Call the Haunted, if it stays on field, if it like leaves something in some weird way, we'll be able to tribute the Ignis Heat over Call the Haunted to get a body on the field. I already have a Call the Haunted left. Something tells me I don't need both on the field. If I had more monsters, it would make more sense to put a second one out there. So our opponent seems to be disconnecting. I think that's like a mobile user thing. Mobile users tend to look like they're disconnecting just because like their internet's not consistent, but that doesn't mean that they're going to disconnect. Yeah, like, okay, so they conceded because they can't get over their own monster. So we have our first win. Victory will be progressing to Bronze 5. We've also acquired some more gems, some super rare craft points, and we'll probably get a bonus for leveling up for the first time. 200 gems for our level up reward. We got 2 legacy tickets, and we pulled Trent. Everyone check out Lord Trent on YouTube for his Masochist series. Alright, so let us first get our packs and we'll upgrade the deck. We have 4 missions complete. We completed a daily, we won a duel, even though... Oh yeah, we haven't won a duel until now. I guess they don't count sets as normal summon rewards. We got some lifetime rewards, so let's see. We got a bronze frame, that's cool. We won, we reached bronze, and we banished an opponent's card, and we special summon the monster. Alright, so let us open our legacy tickets. Oh, let's also collect our battle pass. Now, I get all these gold ones automatically when I buy the battle pass, so I will at some point pay for it, but I want to make sure we have gems to open the packs that we need first, even though the battle pack is like 700 gems. By collecting from the battle pass, I guess we achieved another thing. Oh, we got something for the discovery. We opened the dual pass. Also, let's take a look at the academic proficiency test. So we'll do the test, get it over with. We'll answer 2 out of 3 questions. They're going to be really hard. This is level 2. What is the level of this card? I believe that is a level 3 fire zombie with 0 attack and 1800 defense. Which of these cards is level 2? Only the most popular card in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Thank you for letting us know. And what is this? I will say it is Cyber Dragon, because we only needed to get 2 questions right, so who cares? Alright, we've cleared. Great. And let us take a look at what our clear conditions are for the practical exam. In order to pass the proficiency test, we will need to normal summon a monster 3 times. So now we have the normal summon for the daily missions, as well as the normal summon we need to do for the proficiency test. And they're overlapping. So let's go to the shop and get our packs. Then we'll upgrade our deck. Firstly, we will do the legacy packs. We have 2 of them. So we pulled Monster Eye, which adds Poly from Grave. We don't have Poly. Dark Shade, just the vanilla. Hero Metal. When this set card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, we could shuffle it into the owner's deck and then draw 1 card. So this is like a bad Jar of Greed. If we really needed it, we could play it. Slip Summon. Activate only when your opponent summons a monster. Special summon level 4 or lower monster from your hand in face-up defense position. Return to the hand in the end phase. I don't think we need a card that bad. I hope this would be like a default that's on show number owned, so we can get an idea if we own cards or not. Alright, now we get our first... Because we won a duel, we're actually going to open from our secret pack. Automato Para. So we're going to open that instead. It'll at least get us cards that move in a direction, even though it's not necessarily like the direction I want to play the deck. But it'll be better than getting a master pack. So, whoops, I didn't really mean to skip ahead. We pulled a Dododo Swordsman. While this flip summoned card is face up on the field, it gains 3500 attack. That's a high level monster. Go 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 Arista Indexia. While another Go 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 monster is on the field, your opponent cannot attack Go Go Go's for attacks. Also, your opponent cannot target Go 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 monsters on the field with card effects. An Exe monster that was summoned using this card and other Go 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 monsters get material. And other Go 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 monsters as material gains this effect. While this card is Exe summoned, doesn't sound great. It does have a lot of defense. A life hack. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. Any damage your opponent takes this turn is halved. Also, that monster's attack becomes equal to your opponent's current life points. During the main phase, you can banish this card from the graveyard. Target 1 face-up monster on the field. Any damage your opponent takes this turn is halved. Also, that monster's attack becomes equal to your current life points. Amber Mammoth. Rock Golem. Once per turn, this defense position card can be destroyed by battle. Well, it's going to be better than, like, Beckoned. If you control Gaga monster other than child, you can special summon this card. When summoned this way, you can target a Gaga you control. The different level of this card is, but this card's level becomes this one. Okay, that's not awful. Cupid Dunk. Destroyed by battle with a monster. Unless that monster has a higher level, this card's level increases. Advanced Crystal Beast requires Advanced Dark, so we don't have that. Alright, so let's make some deck upgrades, and we'll continue with the grind. List of structure decks. We have the starter deck and the Synchro of Unity deck. Okay. Version 1.0. Alright, so we needed more monsters, so I'm going to get rid of a couple of half-shuts, I think. Well, half-shut keeps a monster that we actually summon on the field, whereas this is also a monster we can just put on the field and protect it. I feel like... Oops. Didn't mean to put Junk Warrior away. Get back in there, Junk Warrior. We're going to add Hades, Sun Dragon Inti, Bika, and Go-Go Goliath, and we'll add... We've added all our extra deck monsters. We're going to be adding in Go-Go Golem. I don't think we need 2 crowned. We'll put in a Arista Indexia, just to have more high-level defense Currently, I don't think I actually need this many Dust Tornadoes and MSTs. 3 MSTs should be fine. I'll put in Ignis Heat. Amber Mammoth becomes a continuous spell. I'm going to put it in. Then we can tribute it for Ignis Heat, should we draw it. Alright, so we will save this. Let's now call it version 1.2, because we've updated the deck twice. What does this Xyz monster actually do? Alright, all monsters you control gain 800 defense. You can attach one Xyz material from this card, then target one level 4 Earth Rock monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Well, at the very least, it's a rank 4 with a ton of attack, so that is good enough for me as a reason to play it. We don't currently have enough craft points to craft anything, so our next set of cards will come from winning a duel or losing a duel. Alright. Oh look, we'll rank up if we beat this person, and they'll rank up if they beat us. High stakes duel. Let's go second so we can determine if we want to just scoop quickly. Like, there's a chance that they just play something we can't beat, so if they go first, we'll figure it out faster. Also, a lot of our cards are, like, removal. Like, well, we didn't open any removal. We have a bunch of Smashing Grounds and Shield Crush. So a set monster against a 5-card extra deck, but they are on 59 cards. Interesting. They're also on the standard stage, standard decks, and the standard mate just like us. We're going to be upgrading to the Yugioh mate so that we can play rock, paper, scissors with it at some point. Alright, so for now, let us start with Unexpected Die to get a monster in play. Hopefully we don't get punished for putting all our monsters in play kind of at once. I'm just going to get all the beckons out. If we need the Xyz monster, we can do it, but we'll just try and push through. I don't mind just, like, playing into everything in the sense, like, if I'm going to run into Mirror Force, I'm going to lose everything anyway. Alright, so Komodo Dragon. If this card sent to the graveyard, special summon a dragon from your monster from your hand. Cannot special summon monsters except dragons. Alright, whoops. Cannot special summon monster types except dragons, nor conduct your battle phase this from your activate this effect. Okay, well, we're obviously not getting over that. So we'll activate Char of Greed, and we'll just try and get all of our cards in play. I guess I could have overlaid for the Go, but I think I'm just going to pop it with Ballista Squad. Because if I make the Xyz and they out the Xyz, they out 2 monsters at the same time. Maybe they'll overlay for something. Then we can destroy it with 1 card using just the Ballista Squad. Or like 2 for 1, but we out an Xyz monster will be 2 for 2. Alright, if I use Half Shot on their monster, they'll take damage, and then I can pop that one, and I still have to get over it. Or I can protect my monster. Alright, I'm going to protect our Beckoned. Doesn't matter if we take a little bit of damage, it's fine. We'll use Ballista Squad to... I'm going to get a trap card, because our monster still can't die by battle. Defense draw, that would have protected his card anyway. And we could still just summon our Xyz monster and get over their monster. Now I know I put in like the Leotrons or Leodrakes in my deck. They're going to actually be weak against... What do you call it? Should I summon this in the end phase? I guess there's no real reason for me to do it now or then. So we have a tuner, but nothing we can really synchro into. Or we do have to try and do something productive. Alright, so we're just going to go into Go Golem, and we're going to hope we can clear one of these and force him to, like, pass next turn. Alright, so hopefully we didn't get punished. We also have this Call the Haunted to sit here as fuel for the Ignis Heat should we draw it. Currently we have no rocks, so we're not going to be adding anything back from the graveyard. We'll get to draw 2 cards next turn if they don't out our Shard of Greed. They are on a 59 card deck, so the odds of them drawing something specific that they need is much lower. I don't know why I put this in this column, just in the event that this card actually messes with cards in the column. I probably should have put it elsewhere. I do have a bad habit of putting monsters in front of cards I intend to attack over. Which, of course, there should be reasoning behind all placements. Okay. More Toon Warriors. Alright, so let us draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Determine what we want to summon. That's pretty good. Alright, we'll get some damage in with Toon Warrior. And we have Call the Haunted and Ballista Squad again if we really need to push harder into our opponent's cards. So one of the reasons I want to do this series this way is I don't want us to be struggling repeating the same duel over and over again, just trying to get the minorest upgrades to our deck. I want something to happen pretty much every game. So as long as we're playing, things will upgrade as we go. Where if we start with those absolutely awful cards, the most random cards you pull where like 30 of your cards don't do anything and 10 do, but we'll be waiting for bots to scoop it up constantly. Now, I think our first win did come off of like a bot scooping, but it's not quite the same, I would say. The games we did play that we didn't win weren't just completely, like, senseless to watch. Alrighty. I guess we pop their card in the event that it does something now, because their other trap card didn't do anything. If this does something, it'll at least be gone. More defensive draw. Alright. Call the Haunted, bring back Toon Warrior. No level 2s in grave. Alright. Both of these are effectively the same monsters, just does more damage. Now, if they had our monsters, Top Deck Raigeki or Dark Hole, we were doomed anyway. Keeping one of these wasn't going to help me. Alright, at this point we will probably put 1 monster in defense position, just to be safe. Reborn. Okay. Alright, so we only got to do 300 damage. They'll probably summon the defend, I guess worst case scenario is that, okay, so I can assume they don't have like Blue Eyes White Dragon in hand, otherwise they'd put the Komodo Dragon in the graveyard. I mean, on the field, so they could summon a guy from the hand. So instead these attack over our guy. They've already drawn 2 defense draws. I wonder what their last defensive card is. Alrighty. Alright, so since we only need to do like 300 damage anyway, we're just going to attack with this, see what happens. Odds are they pulled a trap that matters, or they would have put their monster in defense position. Bring in destruction. They lose the duel, we win the duel. Nice. Final blow to both of us. Alright, so we're leveling up to Bronze 4. Got 100 gems, a legacy ticket. We completed the practical exam, so we're going to get 5 more legacy tickets. And we pulled a Muse A. Let's go collect all of our trophies here. We'll receive our craft points. Still not enough to craft a card. I don't think I'd want to craft anything out of Go-Go-Go's anyway. We'll be collecting all of our daily missions. So we normal summoned, destroyed cards, special summoned, lifetime we special from graveyard, we dueled in rank, and our duelist level went up, so we got a legacy ticket for that. Let's go collect from the proficiency exam, collect our 5 tickets. Let's see what we got to do next. At some point we're going to run into something we can't do, like ritual summon. So at some point we're going to get stopped. Answer 3 out of 5 correctly. Let's see if you guys can answer these ridiculously hard questions. Where would of the fairy Rika fairies descend? So spirit of Rika said to dwell. I would guess the wind. Whatever. The flowers. Alright, the 3 structure decks are whatever. Power of the Dragon, Synchro Unity, and Link Generation. Starting deck is just the deck you get for the solo mode, the original solo mode. Which mode in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel counts dual content related missions? Just ranked. Okay, and let's see. Which of the following cannot be activated on the turn it is set? Quick play spell card cannot be activated the turn it's set, and each player has 1 Dark Magician in their graveyards. Which of the following is the correct attack for Dark Magician Girl? 2600? Says the graveyards. Thankfully they'll let you look at the card. We answered 4 out of 5. Great. Let's see what the requirement is to clear this. We have to activate 2 trap cards and 2 spell cards. So odds are we'll be clearing this soon and we'll get the spell mate, and then we'll be able to upgrade. So let's get our legacy packs. We have 7 of them. Legacy packs I'm going to skip just because it takes so long to open them, but I'm going to go one by one for the secret pack cards. Gusto Coder. When this card destroys an opponent's mouse by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you get special a wind psychic with 1500 or less defense from the deck. Not bad. Spell Shattering Arrow is okay. I don't think we need it. Needle Ball, you pay 2,000 life points to inflict 1,000 life points. Is garbage. Winged Falcos. When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you'll place that monster on the top of their deck. That's okay. I don't hate this card. By tributing this card while Neospace is on the field, special summon Aqua Dolphin. Test date. While this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you get special level 4 or lower Gladiator Beast from the deck. Not awful. Cabo Globster. When you tribute this card for a tribute summon of a dark monster, special summon 3 tokens. Not good enough. Saberhawk. Cannot attack directly. It's 21 level 4. It's pretty good if you have a monster in the graveyard. That is not Mecha Phantom Beast. This card cannot attack. Never mind. Alright. Prompt Thorn. You contribute 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse. Special summon any number of Cyberse normal monsters from your deck and or graveyard whose total level equals the tributed monster's level. Nope. Elkid the 4-face beast. Nope. Ballista Rampart Smashing. If the equipped monster attacks face down monster, it gains 1500. You are not going to be attacking that many face downs. Detach 1 Exceed material from a monster. We should never need to do that. But during damage calculation, when you are about to take 2,000 more damage, gain 4,000 life points first. It's awful. Activate if you control only 1 face-up psychic monster and select that monster, it can attack your opponent directly this turn. At the end of the battle phase, give control of that monster to your opponent. Alright, so that was it for our legacy tickets. Let's get our secret pack. Going back into Mono pair up, and hopefully we'll open up another secret pack while doing that. Celestial Sword Eotos. The equipped monster gains 500 attack. While this card is sent from the field of the graveyard, you can target Eotos you control and gains 500 for each banished monster. A generic 500 equipment spell is not that awful where we are currently. Citadel Whale. This card's in your hand or graveyard, contribute 2 waters to special summon this card. I don't think we have 2 waters, but it's not bad. If this card's special, you could set BC stealth attack. Once per turn, your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a water, you can negate that activation to destroy that card. This card's not that bad. We should keep that in mind. Godham's Second Call. If you control X-Saber Synchro, you can target 2 X-Saber monsters in the graveyard. Special summon both targets, ignoring their summoning conditions, but change their attack to 0. Also destroy them in the end phase. Alright. Rainbow Path. When an opponent's monster plays a direct attack, send a Crystal Beast from your spell and trap card zone to the graveyard, then target the attacking monster, negate that attack, and then add Rainbow Dragon or Rainbow Dark Dragon from your deck to your hand. Not great. Go Ghost. If this card is special summon, you can target 1 Go Golem in your graveyard. Special summon that target. I don't know how we'd special summon this card to begin with. Go golem. Can't be destroyed while in defense once. Dwarf. Go. During a main phase, you can special summon one Zubaba or Gagaga from your hand. If you control a Go or a Dododo, while this card's in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. Banish when it leaves the field. Not bad. These are all minor improvements. We had more Xe monsters. Alright, we're going to add some of these in, and then I think that'll wrap this up. So let's go make some minor deck modifications. Ooh, mission. What did we do? Lifetime, we have found another secret... Wait, we found another secret pack? I don't recall opening another secret pack. Or we just opened a super or something that opened a secret pack? Which card was a super? Let me just take a look and see what secret packs are available. It says, we opened... Oh, we pulled the whale, so it opened the Raging God of the Sea pack. Maybe I'll keep playing to keep it open. Oh, whoops, not dueling. Back to the deck. Alright, so let's add another one of these guys. I don't think we really were bricked on anything. I'm not sure we're going to need this many Shield Crush, so we'll cut the Shield Crushes for now. We'll add in more monsters. The glove is pretty solid. We need a 19 beater over this 18, I think. I think that might be all we're adding for now. Is there anything else here that I'm missing? Alright, I think that's where we're going to call it version 1.3. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this Not a Masochist series so far. I'll see you guys next time.